What's good, Mind Speakers? I'm here in front of a completely real brick wall. As you can see, you know, me and my brick. Real. I'm back with another Zodiac video. As you guys know, you guys love my Zodiac videos, and I like doing my Zodiac videos, so I'm very excited to do this one because we are gonna get a little bit messy. Nah, I'm kidding. No, we're really not. But if you click this video, you know I'm ranking my Zodiac signs from least to most favorite. Now, I'm gonna explain why you are my most or least favorite sign, but when you're watching these, consider the source. I'm a Gemini, Cancer cusp, Taurus, Venus. This is based off of my experience. Your experience as something else is gonna be something else. You probably hate Geminis, maybe you hate Cancers, who knows? Everybody has their own list, so instead of being mad at me, just get down in the comments and tell me your own personal list, or you could just tell me who you hate the most and who you like the most and why. But realistically, it's not that personal. We all have Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, all these planets that make up us. We're bigger than just sun signs, but we're gonna have some fun today. So, don't be too mad. I mean, you can be mad if you want, I don't really care. But before we get into that, I'm very excited to announce this partnership that I have going on with this company named the W Brothers. Shout out to the W Brothers. They sent me this really awesome Zodiac ring. They use the purest of 100% natural silver that can be worn in water. It's not gonna turn your finger green. These rings are also available in 100% gold and rose gold plating. They also have really awesome Zodiac necklaces that are designed for women in the same premium quality, so you can also get them in the gold or the rose gold or the silver, and they are only $99.99. And they really care about bringing forth quality and not just giving you cheap stuff. They're thinking about your skin and you wearing actual real gold, and it's a good time into buying real gold, real silver. And honestly, we're all growing up. We need investments, we need statement pieces. If you love horoscopes, like this ring, I'm gonna wear it. Like, I'm proud to be a Gemini. I'm proud to really be into horoscopes and stuff. This is a cool way, a cool identification piece for who you are if you're really into these. And if you're watching this video, I mean, duh, you're into horoscopes, so why not invest? The first 30 orders that are placed using my code will be receiving a free gift from the W Brothers, so don't wait too long or else you're not gonna get that gift. To get a ring like this, there's a handcrafted process. It's a heavy ring, it's a sturdy ring. These rings could honestly go for $275, $300 plus, so they're giving you guys great deals on it. And because they reached out to me for me to bring this to you guys, if you guys go over to the link in my bio and use the code, you get 10% off on your purchase of one of these cool Zodiac rings. I honestly might get another one in gold because I really want a gold one too. And I also want a Cancer one because I'm a Gemini and a Cancer. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I have the Gemini one right now. So thank you guys, W Brothers, so much for the partnership. Part of the reason why I even took the sponsorship though, which is the most important to me, is because a portion of each sale is going to the ADAA, which is the Anxiety and Depression Association of America. And this will go towards research for helping people who deal with depression and anxiety. And we all preach mental health and we all talk about mental health. It's a big thing now, but it's important that you put your money where your mouth is and put your money towards things and people that also have this type of stuff in mind. So please go support, because that is very important. You guys go over there, click the link in the bio and support. Don't forget to use that code. Also, let them know that I sent you. Also, if you guys did not know, there should probably be a big thing underneath full of my Zodiac merch. I have tons of Zodiac merch. Go to my Teespring, which is also in the link in the bio, and you guys can find a bunch of Zodiac merch options that I came up with and that I'm very excited. And if you have anything else that you want on a shirt regarding Zodiac, let me know. I'll just make it. Like, I like making shirts and stuff. Been doing it for years. It's just fun for me. So, without further ado, let's get to making you guys mad and to ranking these signs. I'm sorry in advance. So of course we have to start off with my least favorite sign, and this is no shade to the signs, and this sign is going to pretty much tell me because I'm a Gemini I could never, but I don't really care because you're a Virgo and you could never. Here's my thing with Virgos, and all the Virgos that I do vibe with usually have a moon of something that I do vibe with, so they always get mad whenever I say I don't like Virgos and I say what's your moon, and they'll be like, oh, Libra, oh, Gemini, and I'm like, okay, well there you have it. So like, I've never had like a fight with a Virgo. It's just kind of like either you vibe or you don't, and honestly, energetically, I haven't really felt that much of a connection with a person who's like a Virgo. Like, things are just very flat sometimes with Virgos, and I'm more of like I'm a dreamer, I'm a big thinker, I'm a theorist. Like, I get into like deep theory and stuff like that, and people who have too much Virgo, they're just kind of like, okay, cool, yeah. Like, I don't know if you guys watch that Beyonce special on Netflix, but Beyonce was going to tell Jay-Z that she fits her costume again after she gained all that weight being pregnant with 2 children. And she was like, all right, just wanted to show you. Yeah, just wanted to show you that I fit my costume. And Jay-Z was like, all right, cool. She was like, cool, that's all I wanted to say. Like, there was no pizzazz. It was just kind of like, pfft. And I'm like, I need more. Sorry, I need way more than that. So Virgos, although they're cool and they're talented and they're probably everything that I need, I just don't feel it for y'all. So I gotta put Virgos last. Sorry. My next least favorite sign it's gotta be the Capricorn. And I know that's probably wild because my best friend is a Capricorn. I come in here and say it all the time. I love my best friend is a Capricorn, yeah! But my best friend is an Aquarius moon. So there's air sign in there and like we can gel and like we move from there. Here's the reason why I don't really vibe with most Capricorns is that Capricorns are control freaks and I just don't listen. Like even when I don't have a direction, sometimes I just don't want to go in your direction because you said so. Like I don't want to just be like, I don't want to do what you want to do. I'm sorry, I don't want to do what you say. And Capricorns sometimes have a very my way or the highway mentality. And baby, I love the highway. It gets me to point A to point B very fast. I can take the highway. That's cool. You can stay on your local roads. I'll be on the spring or some shit. Like I'm good. I'm just saying in general, I like a little bit more fluidity. I like a little bit more compromise. And sometimes Capricorns can just be very X's and O's about things that should be fun. And that's just boring, and I don't feel like dealing with it. So I gotta say goodbye to y'all Capricorns. My next least favorite sign is Aries. And I don't think that is really surprising to anybody who's watched these videos. I think people probably thought that Aries was gonna be first, but they're really not. Because I do actually get along with some Aries because, I mean, we're both kind of dickish. But here's the deal. The reasons why I really can't get with Aries have nothing to do with my Gemini. It has a lot to do with my Cancer. And Aries, they just pop too quick and recover too quick. And they care and then they don't and then they're here and they're there, and Cancer just really doesn't do well with that. Like if someone's nice to us, all of a sudden we're like, I found a friend. Or if someone like really wants to like get to know you or vibe with you or like have a romantic connection, you guys are like waiting at the altar. And an Aries might be there one day and they might not the other, and like that's just too much for a Cancer to handle. We just want to devote 1000%. We can't do it. We can't deal. No. So Aries is not gonna work for me. I'm sorry. I don't really love y'all. I was gonna say I love y'all, but I don't. My next least favorite sign has to be the Scorpio. I know you guys aren't surprised by that either because I talk about how much I don't really vibe with Scorpios. But most of the time when I'm saying how I don't vibe with Scorpios, that has to do with like love, like relationships, like all that. I'm not talking about that right now. What I'm talking about is just like general like practices, like just chilling, like being with people, like friendships or like anything. Honestly, Scorpios are too retreaty for me, but I like being the one that gets to retreat. But a Scorpio will retreat before I do, so then that makes me feel weird because then I'm sitting here like, whoa, what's the issue? Like, I like being the one with the issue. I want to be the one with the issue that goes off and have you wondering. Scorpios do that first, and I can't deal with that because that bothers me because then my little Gemini brain starts going, well, what did I do? Well, what could possibly be the problem? And then the hamster wheel starts turning, and then the Cancer insecurity comes into play, and then all of a sudden, I've spent the last 5 hours thinking about what I did to you, and yeah, I just have too much of a developed conscience to deal with. The Scorpio is really the issue. You have to be a kind of person that genuinely does not give a fuck. I fake don't give a fuck. I present like I don't give a fuck. I give about 4 or 5 of them, like in between, and that's too many for a Scorpio because a Scorpio is going to monopolize your fucks just by the way they govern themselves. So yeah, that's why me and Scorpios usually don't vibe. I like other people to communicate. I just don't. My next least favorite sign is the Aquarius. Aquariuses, I say all the time, they get a bad rap. But realistically, Aquariuses are just smart. And I kind of feel like Aquariuses don't know how to be straight up sometimes. They don't know how to be 100. It's cool when it comes down to us just having fun. At the end of the day, I like having fun. Like Aquariuses know how to have fun, and they know how to have fun the way I know how to have fun. And that right there is awesome. But they like to entice. They like to manipulate their way out of you. And I don't like being manipulated. And also, I am very aware when someone is trying to manipulate me. Like, you don't have to upsell me on Six Flags if you want to go to Six Flags. You don't have to be like, oh, well, you know, they have this at Six Flags. Or, oh, you know, we could just say, bro, I'm trying to go to Six Flags. What's the move? I don't need the upsell. I don't need any of the shit you're trying to do. Just hit me with it. And Aquariuses sometimes don't know how to do that. It pisses me off because I do not like being persuaded. Like, just hit me with it and let me make my yes or no. And Aquariuses like to use their charm to kind of feel like they're getting something over on you or like they're bending your will. And that to me, I really don't like. So technically maybe they should be lower on the list, but because they're so much fun, I can deal with it because I can just say, shut the fuck up, yes or no, because I know like when you're trying to do that. So it really doesn't bother me, as long as we're not dating, because then I'll be pissed. The next one is the median, so we're moving from least favorite to kind of like, you know, positivity. The next one, number 6, is gonna be Pisces. And I know Pisces is gonna be mad because they're gonna be like, well, like, people never really feel a strong way about us, and of course you put us in the middle. Ah, shut up, Janice. I don't care what you say. I put Pisces in the middle because I don't think a Pisces can handle me. Like, I don't. I genuinely don't. I'm like mean, but it comes with like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like, you know I'm joking, but like Pisces get rude and they get stern, and it's kind of like they don't know how to have like sometimes like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge with their shit. They're sometimes dead ass. And I don't like that. Like, bro, we just playing around, we kidding. Like, we don't need none of that. Remove your feelings from the group chat. We're not in the mood. But the good thing about Pisces is that Pisces are understanding, and they're yielding, and they're fun, and they're creative. If I want to go to like a sip and paint or like an art show or see something that's like, you know what I mean, like fun, my Pisces friend is gonna come with me because Pisces love creativity and they love getting the creative juices and shit flowing with me, and I love it. So for that reason specifically, I put Pisces at number 6 because they do have positives and negatives that work with me. It's not that I wouldn't like a Pisces, I just think that a Pisces really, really wouldn't like me, and I don't blame them. I'm fucked. Next on my list on favorite signs for number 7 going up the list would be Sag. And everybody knows I love a Sag. I say I love a Sag all the time, but I think people think that Sag will be higher for me. And no. But let's talk about why I love Sages. Sages see the world the way I do. I'm a Sag rising. So Sages see the world in like a way of, we have shit to do, we have shit to conquer, we have a lot to overcome, but we're gonna do it, we're gonna buckle down, we're gonna tunnel vision, we're gonna get down, we're gonna grind, and we're gonna fucking make it happen. For that reason, I get along with Sag energy, but also, if you're a person that needs a lot of attention, which I'm not really a person that needs a lot of attention, I can see sometimes a Sag not being able to give you all the attention you may need if you're a person that needs that much attention. I would say if you are a person who's more like a dog, like you need somebody to pet you, you need the food in the bowl every day, all that, you always up on them like, hey, play with me, ha ha ha, then a Sag is not for you. But if you're more like a cat, like, oh, you put the food out, okay, I ain't seen you in 3 days, I don't really care, I know where to eat, whatever, I'm off doing some other shit, then a Sag is for you and you might be for a Sag. I'm equally both. If I'm getting a lot of attention, I'm like, I don't even need all that, like you dragging it. But if I'm not getting attention, I'm like, what the fuck? And that's an issue, and that's not anybody else's issue besides mine. But yeah, I'm putting Sag here on the list. I love Sages. Everybody knows I love a Sag. That's all I gotta say about that. Next on the list is Taurus. Now, a lot of people probably wouldn't think that a Gemini would see the value in a Taurus because we're so different. Like, I'm not materialistic at all. I don't give a fuck about possessions or like going to crazy restaurants or like, I just wanna lay in my bed, play Red Dead, come on this camera, talk shit to y'all, eat tortilla chips, and hopefully there's cheese in the fridge. Like, I'm really not like trying to do all that Tauruses want to do, but what Tauruses do for me, because both of my siblings are Tauruses and I love them and I've learned to appreciate the lessons that them being so different from me have brought to me, and one of that is they are fucking go-getters. They want it. Whatever it is, if there's an it, you can talk to your Taurus friend and they will be like, yeah, we going to get that. Like, let's go get it. Like, they know how to get up and go. Like, they're lazy, but they know how to inspire themselves and rev themselves up. And that's a lot of what I needed in life to grow up. So I appreciate that Taurus energy, because Taurus energy really does teach you how to inspire yourself and how to be inspired by your own goals. Because Tauruses, even though they do like to lay up and eat cheese too, I like that about Tauruses, and I appreciate that about them, because I can kind of get caught up in the clouds and in the sky, sitting here thinking, what is the meaning of life? Why are we doing all of it? Like, what's the point, bro? Like, what? Like, stop. Find a goal, achieve the goal, celebrate the goal, relish in the goal. Like, Tauruses are kind of flat in that way, but it's got a point. You know what I mean? It's not all selfish. But also, yeah, they've taught me how to like be selfish and not be ashamed of being selfish and like to care for myself. And since we're people that value self-care so much, Tauruses will teach you. That's what you gotta do. Next on the list is Gemini. I know a lot of people thought Gemini was gonna go number 1 on my list or number 12 or however improperly I'm ordering this. But the reason why Gemini is not higher on this list, why it's number 9 in my favorites out of 12, is because I like Geminis. Like, you know me, I like fun. Geminis are fun. They're eclectic. I like figuring people out. Geminis have layers. There's always something about a Gemini that you don't know. There's always something about a Gemini that you can figure out. You can think you peeled the onion on a Gemini and there's always gonna be more. It's like a never-ending vat of references and just fun and whimsy and experiences, and Geminis like to memory make. They like to memory make with you and really bond, and that's really, to me, that's kind of loving, and Geminis are very loving. And although they're evasive and they're difficult to get to know, if you start picking up on stuff, and they know they're difficult to pick up on, but when you start picking up on stuff, they value that. they find it really like cool because they feel misunderstood a lot, and when they do feel understood, it's kind of like, holy shit. It feels good. So I do like that about Geminis. But the reason why Geminis aren't higher is because, like, I don't know. Like, if I could pick one thing about Geminis that I don't like in my dealings with Geminis, I feel like Geminis tend to separate their friends a lot. Like, they're so big on friendships because they have so many sides to them. They have a friend for this and a friend for that and a friend for this and a friend for that and a friend for that. But it's almost too segmented. Like, I like to get my friends in a room and just chill. Like, I'm not trying to, like, constantly separate everybody. But Geminis really do that. They're like, I have these friends and I have these friends and I have these friends and I have these friends. And if I'm hanging with these friends, I can't hang with you. And if I'm hanging with these friends, I can't hang with them. It's like, bro, just fucking invite people. Let's party. Stop. Like, Geminis do that too much for me. Like, I get all your friends are different, but we all understand you. So, like, can we just, like, at least try to party or something? Like, stop. But yeah, that's if I had to pick something, like, as far as Geminis go. But realistically, I love Geminis. Y'all know I get you. A lot of people don't get us, but I get us. This is not my top 3. So next up on the list is gonna be the Leo. I give Leos a lot of shit on this channel. But here's why I put Leos so high. A lot of people always talk about how Leos require a lot, and they do. Like, they do. I know Leos are like, no, I don't. I see them all the time in the comments. I don't require a lot. Let me tell you something. Whether you know or you don't, you do. You require a lot of space. You require a lot of air out of the room. I mean, you do. It just is what it is. But there are some signs that require a lot and don't give you nothing. Sag and Aquarius. Sometimes you guys are known to do that. Leos, they expect a lot, but they give it up. You know what I'm saying? They give up a lot. So it's kind of like, there's reciprocation in that. They want your 100, but they give you 100. And honestly, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're not going to give it up 100? You know what I'm saying? Or a friendship, if you're not going to give it up that friendship energy on 100. They give a lot. They expect a lot. It's tandem. It's equilibrium. What's so bad about that, right? And so I can deal with that. Even past the drama and past the lot, there's a piece of me that finds it fun. And I hate that about me, but that's that Gemini chaos. There's a piece of me that finds that Leo wild and craziness. It's intriguing. Rather than someone who can be a little bit more flat and mellow, like a Pisces, Leos give me a little bit of that bite, but it's not like as bad as Aries to me. Because Aries will bite and then run away. Leos will bite, but they ain't going nowhere. I like Leos. Leos is top 3 for sure. But now there's up to 2. And I have to say the next one is going to be the Libra. And you guys know I love Libras. I go on and on in my videos all the time about how much I love Libras and why I love Libras. I love Libras because they care. They never want anybody to be alone. They're way more emotionally developed and intuitive than they want to be. Like, I know Libras are like all the time, like they have like an Aquarius and Gemini mind. Like, I wish I could just be bothered with what I want to be bothered with, but I just fucking care and it sucks. Libras, they care, they're compassionate, they're intuitive. Even though I always say all the time, sometimes you should be on my side. Vera, my best friend Vera, and Ken, my best friend too. Both of them are Libras that sometimes don't be on my side when they should be on my side, but whatever. My major point here is, there's good in the heart of a Libra. Somehow you're always gonna find good in the heart of a Libra, but the biggest problem with the Libra is convincing a Libra to be as good to themselves as they are to other people. And when you really love a Libra, that's hard to watch because they're good people and sometimes they don't tend to themselves enough. So yeah, I love Libras. There's a good heart. Even if you're a Libra moon and you're something else, your heart is good because you got Libra in it, man. There's nothing I can tell you. Like, if I see Libra in your chart, there's something about your heart that's good. There's something about it. And I'm gonna find it because I love Libras. And then there's my number 1 favorite sign, which I can't even say is my favorite sign, but in the situations I've been in with these signs, and not dating because I've never dated this sign, no. But as far as friends go, man, there's no love like a Cancer. Get out of here, bro. Cancers are definitely number 1. I say it all the time, and here's why. Cancers just, when they care, they just care. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It's maternal energy. And everybody loves their mom. Like, even if, okay, if you don't love your mom did something that, it's a reason why. Okay, your mom fucked that up. But Cancers are just so good to the people that they really love. If you find a Cancer that loves you, like, don't get me wrong, Cancer, like I say all the time, Cancers are gangsta. They don't really bother with people they don't bother with. But if you are loved by a Cancer, you know, you don't have to question it. And that's it. That's it. They're loyal. They're down, They're with you. I'm telling you, I love Cancers. There's absolutely no way that you can tell me you've been in a situation where a Cancer does love you when you're on the good side of a Cancer, that you don't love it. I would love to hear somebody try to refute me on that. Cancer is definitely my #1 sign because of how they love. They love with all of their heart and soul and being. It's beautiful. And although that could be a lot for a lot of people who don't really like want that, I'd say in friendships, it's pretty good. But Cancers are other ones that they don't listen to themselves a lot, so that's probably why they're such good friends and like so good in loving and stuff like that, because even once the situations are bad for them, they stay, and that's not really good. We have to learn how to do that. I do that as a Cancer moon in my friendships and stuff. You gotta stop doing that. It's not good for you, Cancers. But your love is pure. Your hearts are pure. I love you guys. And that's it. That's the list. So I know a lot of you are probably angry and don't like my list. I don't really care. Form your own. Put it in the comment box. We talk a lot in these comments here over on this channel, so I guess we're gonna have another riot. Make sure you go over to Teespring, check out all of my Zodiac merch that I've created for you guys, and some 20 Days of June merch. I have a lot of stuff out. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. As usual, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. If not, suck a dick, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Deuce.